Are we back once again? I wanted to just show another feature of Tickeron that I just started looking into, and that was mainly because I started getting really passive with my trading. I just don't want to be staring at the screen all the time. I think every trader maybe goes through this where it's like, can I just have something that I don't have to be sitting here watching all the news, watching the options flow, watching my watch list tick up and down, something like I just need a portfolio that I don't need to do all that stuff. I can just have someone do it for me or something. Well, Tickeron actually offers something like that, but you have to subscribe to it. Okay, it's like $10 a month, something like that. It's super cheap. I know it's cheap because I've paid way more than that for basically gurus, furus, subs, Discord chats, all that stuff, private Twitters. I paid way more than that. So if you're in the market for something that's going to be a little bit more passive, but you're still kind of still got to make the trades and stuff like that. But what these is algorithmic portfolios, managed portfolios. So I'm going to just give you an example here. So there's one that's $10 a month. Medical. This has been a hot industry. If you've been following these videos, we've seen that the screeners that we've been doing, watch lists I've been posting, have just been trending towards being in the medical space, being in the health services space. Anyways, that's why this one's probably doing so well now. And you can kind of read about it. But here's how it works: the stocks for purchase are selected by the algorithms based on technical and fundamental analysis. So that right there is going to be. I'm just going to get to a new deal here for you. That's going to be based on these AI signals and things like that. So they've set this up to where, and you can see technical and fundamental analysis. So I'm going to show you a little bit about how they use these technical and fundamental analysis methods and optimized by neural networks. I'm not sure what that means. I think it has to do with the I've used software that does this kind of thing. I think it's correlations and back testing, that kind of stuff, just gets implemented into the decision making of the algorithm, making it a little bit more efficient. I would think that computers, if you're just going to use some kind of objective method to purchase stocks, then they're going to be a little bit more efficient at it, especially if you're using correlations and statistics and stuff in the decision making versus the normal human. We're buying and selling stuff just based off of a moving average or just price structure, but there's a lot more work into it. I was watching a video from Mark Minervini. I don't know if you've ever heard of Mark Minervini, but it's two-time U.S. investing champion. He sells a sub. It's like $1,000 a month, but his type of investing is extremely hands-on. For the most part, you got to be doing your scans every day. You got to be looking at. He even said at one point in his Twitter, you got to look at 500 charts every day if you want to be a really good investor. That he's been trading since 1983. Maybe that's what they've had to do this whole time. But I think all you really need is you just need a small edge in the game to be able to make it. And I think AI, there's just no getting around using it. It's going to be a slow conversion because trading is fun. It's kind of a free way to gamble. Not really free, but so people like to stick around and people like to do it. You like to make our choices because I made the investment, right? Like, how good does it feel to say that you bought that stock and sold, you bought Lucid at $10 and sold it at 60. You know what I mean? When it ripped, it feels good to say that stuff. So a lot of people like to stay in the game, but this is going to be for those type of folks that want a portfolio that they don't have to think about, or folks that don't want to think about it. But you don't want to pay some broker or some investment advisor crazy fees to do it. Could they do it better than these AI bots? I doubt it, really, if you think about it. So I don't want to obviously insult anybody out there that might be an investment advisor. I'm just saying that it would be tough to beat these gains here that I'm looking at right now, 656% since inception. So since 4 years ago. All right. So there's that. What I was going to show you was, they use AI patterns and trend prediction from the technical standpoint, and then when it comes to the fundamental standpoint, they actually have a scoring system for their fundamental. So like this buy-sell indicator here. This is a recommendation based on technicals, fundamental analysis, and artificial intelligence ratings. They actually have AI predictions. The AI is actually coming in here and going, hey, we think, based on the neural networks and the correlations and all this stuff, here's our predictions. Okay, so we're predicting all this stuff's going to be up. They got a confidence level, they've got a price target, and the thing's just going to operate on autopilot. So I think that's really cool. So you can subscribe to one interesting portfolio or all of them at once and get a discount. I don't know what the discount is. You have to look into it. And if people are interested, I'll do more research and cover the pricing models of this. But from what I saw, it was like $10 a month for how many portfolios do you need. So after subscribing, you can get access to the current structure of the portfolio and history of all the trades. So that's kind of cool. You get to see all the trades that it's made over 4 years if you were to use this one. And then every time a new signal gets generated, you get a notification detailing it. So you've got a portfolio, and this bot basically has you in one stock, BPMC, and so you're sitting there holding. It tells you to sell it. Okay, then you just go sell it, and it replaces it with a new stock. Okay, then you just go buy it, and you just sit there and wait for it to tell you what to do. So I think this is really cool. I will be trying to use one of these. The only issue I have is I sort of have like a sponsored account here where I have access to all of them, and so I have to be really. It takes a while to get in there and deselect everything I don't want to see as far as notifications, and so it's a little hard for me to actually weed out the notifications that I want. But so here's some for even $1. I think I saw down here. Oh no, yeah, there's one for you can trade Microsoft in and out for $1 a month. So really cool. Go check this out. I'm gonna leave this link in the description. Not that one. I'm gonna leave this link in the description. Also, if you were gonna sign up, make sure to use my link. I do get a little commission if you guys sign up using my thing. So help support the channel. Blah blah blah. Things everybody says. And we'll see you next time. Peace.